Yeah, there wasn't a Thursday episode when Michelle came over. I love her so much. But I like alone. I'm an introvert. And I like being alone. I love her, but oh god. We hung out so much last week and I'm just like, oh god. Oh dear. And she stayed till 7. Usually my friends leave before my dad gets home, but she stayed till 7. And then I fell asleep. And yeah, I couldn't do the episode Thursday. So I'm gonna watch 2 episodes tomorrow. I'd say she won't come over. I mean, I love her. She's the good friend. She's the friend who's relatively nice to me. She's the friend I'm not angry at. Like, she's the good one. But I think she's more of an extrovert than I am. So she's like, hey, you want to hang out? And of course I don't want to say no. How do you say no? And I do want to hang out. I do. I like hanging out with her. She's a lot of fun to hang out. I mean, we were watching The Incredibles. And I was scrolling through Tumblr with her. And we were like laughing at different things. And we were singing really badly to YouTube songs. And it was a lot of fun. But I didn't do the video. So I'm just like, ah. But yeah. Oh. Yeah. But she's a good friend. She's actually my new Mario. I asked her. I feel bad. I feel like I'm cheating, even though it's only at pale circumstances. I've been drifting away from Ellie, as you well know, for a few months now. Since summer. Jesus Christ, it's almost been half a year. Anyway, but she still thinks we're Moirelles. And I don't know how to tell her we're not. But I talked to Michelle, and she said, hey, we could be Moirelles. And she's like, and I was like, that's cool. But I want to talk to I feel like I'm cheating on her, even though it's only on pale levels. Maybe it's been more than half a year. Because before school ended last year, she would like, I would shoosh tap, which is a homesick thing. Pretty much it's when you like go like that. It really helps, actually. If you are a touchy-feely person, it's pretty much just someone going, it's okay, you're alright. And it helps. But I would like do it to other people to calm them down. Like there's this one girl who was a 6th grader last year, I think? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, she was a 6th grader last year. But it feels like it's no longer. And like she's really rambunctious. Like I swear to God, like every day last year she would hang out with me and other people, and she would be like super hyper. And it's like 2nd period. And like, how do you have this much energy? It's 2nd period. You're supposed to be exhausted like the rest of us. I'm like, I don't know. I just have so much energy. Like, you're not supposed to have energy until you go home. That's when I get my energy. When I get pretty much, I got my energy 6th period-ish. But it's also the I want to go home energy. But once I get home and I'm like, I got all the energy I need. I kind of want to go for a walk. It's kind of getting late. I still have homework to do, so yeah. And by late, I mean it's almost 5 o'clock. And I got to get ready home soon-ish. Yeah. What else? So yeah, I'm gonna try to watch. No, every time I say try, I don't do it. I am going to watch 2 episodes tomorrow. Now it's the episode with Kaiba Man and Chaz's brothers. Oh, I love that so much. And it's also when you get to meet the rest of the Drama Trio, which they have annoying voices. They're not the easiest things to look at. And they party at night, but they have really good personalities. Like, they're super sweet. And they have, like, the best of like, they have Chaz and Lorraine, and they're like, they want the best for him. I mean, they don't exactly know the best for him, and they kind of like, oh, you want hugs? It's like, no. But they want the best for him, and it's just like, they're trying. They're annoying as fuck, but they're trying, and I love them. Like, they're just so cute. Anyway. But, you know. What else? I've just been munching on Altoids. Oh. Ha! I don't think I've worked on this since the last video. Ta-da! I learned another mundane task today, actually. I'm doing a substitute post-it note square instead of rectangle, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway. Pretty much on Wednesday is going to be science fair, which my project looks awful. Like, this would be good if it was like middle school, but it's 11th grade. Anyway, so you fold it over horizontally, but it's a square. And then you fold it again, like so. So it's 4, and then you unfold it. Yeah, this isn't going to work because it's a square. Okay, we'll use a piece of paper. It's going to be really big. Okay, horizontally. It may not be perfect. I've never been good at lining up paper. Like, I just get too impatient. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll have it look bad. Push buttons. I don't know. I made like 50 of these. Maybe not 50, but 30, 40 of these today. In under an hour, might I add. Okay. So you fold it horizontally, hot dog style, whatever you want to call it. And then you fold that in half, like that. And then you unfold that. Pretty much you just do that so you can have space. And you take the edge. It can be either side, but I do this side. And then you fold that in half. Like so. And you fold this in half. Well, at the half. Okay? And you take this side, and you fold it up so this is touching this. I'm not really quite sure what to say about that. Yeah. Maybe the other side. And then you fold it up. What's next? This is always the hard part for me. It's not really pretty. Ta-da! Then you fold it so it looks like that. Ish. Then you fold this part close. And ta-da! And then you can you make a bunch of these. And somehow you see through, I don't know, I was just making them one at a time, not quite sure how they did that. But I don't know, it's just this mundane task that I love, kind of things I love doing, like where you can talk. Maybe you're not necessarily like eye contact talking, but you can talk because it doesn't take a lot of thought. And you can just go like blah 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 blah. Anyway, as I was saying, blah 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 blah, and do this at the same time because really you're just folding it. I don't take any major remembrance or anything like that. I don't know. It's just nice. It's nice getting small mundane things like knitting or this because like it just is. Anyway, there's the second one. I have no idea how you do this. I think you put it in like that. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I don't know what they did. But you know, it was fun doing. Anyway, Wednesday, science fair project. We're gonna do a science fair project. And pretty much the first half of the day I'm gonna be like, this is what we do, judges, and we're gonna go around and like grade other people's stuff. That's gonna be fun. And then at the end we're gonna have like different science classes. Like one class is going to have rainbow bubbles, one class is gonna have pipette rockets. A few classes are gonna show like scientific shows like Mythbusters and stuff. And one of the classes is doing the origami stuff, and pretty much you just put it together and you can make a lovely tower, and it's beautiful. I don't know. I'm thinking about going there. Like, I'm actually, like, looking through those and, like, most of the sightseeing I want to go do. And I think there's at least four. And I won't actually have to watch the shows. So. Also, the shows rooms are going to be really crowded because people are going to be like, I don't want to do science! It's like, it's cool science, but I don't want to do it! Whatever. Anyway. What else do I talk about? It's kind of weird having a thing. Having a rambling video be on a schedule. Like, before I would just ramble whenever I see fit. But I don't know now. I like schedules, don't get me wrong. But it's still weird. I feel really bad. Like, I get so bad with my schedule. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. My DeviantArt, Deviant, oh my god. I promised every 8th I would do fan fiction. But like every few months I would forget. And then I would go, sorry. And then to make up for it, I was going to do for my birth month, I'd make one every day of the month. I didn't do that because I couldn't. I had like 10 days, maybe not even 10 days set up. And like, I couldn't physically do it. Ta-da! I have mini post-its. So, these. So I did the mini one. Comparison. Yeah. Anyway. Not so much as I learned to dad follows me on Tumblr. I don't know if I talked about this earlier, but I found my dad following me on Tumblr a couple weeks or a week ago or something, and I just kind of we made the mistake of leaving his Tumblr up when I was gone. So when I came back, I was on his Tumblr, and I was like, I'm just gonna unfollow you. And like I followed him, so it's like he'll probably just think it's a glitch, and obviously he did because he followed me, and he hasn't left his Tumblr up. So now I'm waiting. Until his Tumblr up, and it's hard because I don't want to do the South Park stuff. I'm liking so much South Park stuff, I'm not reblogging it. Ugh. You know, he probably isn't on his Tumblr all that much. but he has his girl. He's following, as far as I know, he's following his girlfriend and me. Actually, I can find out. I can't use my Tumblr to unfollow me. I could block him, but that just seems mean. Send a message. I will put that in a mo. But right now, wait. Oh yeah. Anyway. Yeah, he's on his girlfriend and me. So like, it's kind of opposite. But yeah, he has 6 posts. You can see how much he's on Tumblr. Oh, should you read this? I may or may not read this out loud, just in case it's private. Okay.
It's nothing much.
Messaging. Whatever. But yeah. Oh wow, I am so not used to people doing this kind of stuff. I
Every once in a while I'll post one of the, if you do a color, I'll say this. If you do a letter, I'll say this.
I was wondering what. It just said W, and I was like, what? 5 favorite characters from 5 different fandom. Wait, is that 5 characters in total? Or 5, or 25, and 5 each?
I think that's 5 in total. It's hard. My favorite characters are. I don't know. I actually may think that 5 each would be easier. 5 favorite characters and 5 yeah, one of my favorite characters. Let's just say Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are from different fandoms. Because they kind of are. I mean, there's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Original fans who are just like, screw spin-offs. It's like, dude, but if you don't like the spin-offs, that's cool. I mean, I didn't when I first. That was because I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and I was just like, little Kuribo is a god. And I was just like, yep, spin-offs all suck. You're so right, little Kuribo. And then I don't know if I told you this or not, but I got Yu-Gi-Oh! GX on Netflix because I thought it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And when I saw it was GX, I was like, what the hell? I'll just watch a few episodes, and I did, and I liked it. And then I found there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Abridged, and I was super excited. And this commentary thing was born. Anyway. But yeah, 5 favorite characters from 5 different fandoms. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ryo Bakura. The good Ryo. Always been my favorite. I love him so much. I mean, I love a lot of people. I mean, Mokuba, Kaiba, other... No, I do love others, but it will take forever. Anyway, GX... I know this isn't for you, but I'm trying to just brainstorming. GX, Alexis, I guess, is the person I choose because I love Jaden, Chaz, and Alexis, like, equally. But I'll choose Alexis because she's, like, I don't know. When Taya, like, Taya's a good girl and all, but she's kind of stereotypical. They kind of, like, didn't
necessarily make her all that important. And just, especially compared to Alexis. Like, Alexis kicks ass. She's the queen. Like, nobody ever mentions she's a girl. I mean, I guess they mention she's a girl, but no one ever goes, like, you can't duel this person because you're a girl. And it's like, bitch, I can duel all you people. Because she can, for one. She's, like, awesome. I mean, there's always the guys tend to protect her kind of thing. Like, when she got kidnapped, Zane, like, this is actually really sweet. Zane was like, you know, a bodyguard. If you want a bodyguard, I could be your bodyguard. Like, this is towards the end of the first season. And it's really sweet, but and she was like, no, I'm good. And it's just like, I know he means well, but he's doing I'm the manly man and you're a little woman. And it's just like, yeah. So, I guess my feminist side is loving Alexis. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! EDGX. South Park. Changes a lot. I love Kyle. I am Kyle. It's just, he's this great kid. He's really fucking smart for an 8-year-old. Oh god. But I think Mysterion. I think it goes Mysterion, Kyle, Kenny. I know Kenny and Mysterion are the same people, and if you don't know that, I am so sorry. But it's been a while since we found out, so I'm gonna try not to feel too bad about that. But, I don't know, just, like, Mysterion and Kenny are just kind of different. I don't know. But sometimes I say I like Kenny because he's Mysterion. Okay, what other fandoms am I in? Kids Next Door. I have no idea. I love Kooky. I love Wally. I love them all. They're just, I'm gonna say Wally. What's my fifth fandom? There's gotta be something. I have no idea. I have no more fandom. Like, I don't really watch the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Spin-offs. I mean, I like them fine, but I haven't gotten into them yet. I mean, maybe if I watch a couple episodes of 90s, I'd like, oh, this is the best show ever, the best control 50s. But, you know, I haven't hit that yet. I feel like I need to finish GX. I mean, even though I haven't finished original Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got the gist. I watched half of season 3, all of season 4, and all of season 5. Which are the episodes that Little Karibo haven't done. At least when I watched it. I mean, Little Karibo's finishing up on season 3. Huh. Never noticed that before. I watched the episodes Little Karibo didn't do yet. And I would try to watch season 1, and I would always, every time I tried, I would get to the Weevil episodes, and then I'd kind of drift off. Like, I don't know why. Like, the first Weevil, okay, well, the first Weevil episode's, like, episode 2. But, like, when Yu-Gi was doing Weevil, like, it was always sometime around there. I don't know why. But I watched half of season 3, all of season 4, all of season 5, like, easily. Huh. That's so weird. I never noticed that before. Then Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And obviously, I've already watched a lot of season 1 without you guys. Sorry. I've watched some episodes of season 3. I really haven't watched a lot. I mean, Jesse's voice will be the death of me. But I've only seen a couple episodes of season 3. And season 2, I've seen a few episodes here and there. Nothing big. And then there's just times I would literally went online and looked up what are good Chaz and Alexis episodes. Like, when is Chaz a complete and utter dork? And it would be like, this is a good episode. And I'm like, I'll watch it. Anyway.
I love those two together. They're so cute. So cute. Super cute. Okay, I'm done.
Oh my god. Okay. So I don't know who did it, but someone wrote, drew, my math teacher, anime style on the whiteboard, and it's been up there for a while now. But, like, and it's like, oh my god, so kawaii. And he was like, it's spelled wrong. And, like, me and some other girl were like, no, that's how you spell it. He's like, no, it's Kuai. And we were like, are you kidding? Like, no, kawaii means cute. And he was like, oh, I thought they meant the island in Hawaii. And we were like, why would they say so island? So now we say you're so New York. I don't know. It's stupid. It's that kind of stupid stuff that I love. Seriously, why would you say so island? Yeah, this is a relatively good video. Also, like, I did it last week. You probably saw it last week. But I changed my hair back. Pretty much my hair was in the middle because of Dickens Fair. I had to have 2 braids down, and, like, it's more period to have, like, your bangs into the braids than to have bangs. Like, these bangs are not period. So yeah, for a while I had my bangs like this. And, like, I wanted to change to that after Dickens, but my mom was like, no, we already did it for Pierce. I'm like, okay, fine. But, like, the day or 2 days after Pierce, I was just like, I put my hair back normal. Because I had my hair like that for a long time. Like, it drove me crazy. Anyway, I really didn't get much done. But, you know. Like, seriously, I only do this when I make videos. And I could do this while watching South Park. I could do this I could probably bring this to school. Like, you're not allowed to sew at school, but I think Canadian's allowed. I'll have to double check. Like, there's so many times I could do this, but I'm just like, I don't know. I need to do things where I'm just talking. Or, like, listening to people. Because, like, that's how I got so much done during Dickens. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the episode tomorrow with Kaiba Man and Chaz's brothers. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You'll get to hear me scream at his brothers and then, like, just cheer Chaz on like crazy. And, like, I hate his brothers so much. Like, I don't know, I don't even have any siblings. And siblings are really important to me. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I don't have any siblings. I don't know what hellhole is now. But no, all of my characters, every character I make, are good to their siblings. Like, Sky. She has nightmares because she's worried her sister is going to die. Like, that is her thing. Like, the only reason she's not this kick-ass, badass person who could beat everyone is because her fucking sister is her kryptonite. I cried watching Firework. I cried watching the music video from Firework by Katy Perry because there was a scene where, like, one of the people who were having problems were an older brother and his little sister and their parents were fighting, and I was crying, and my parents thought it was because, like, they had fought
and like I was having bad times, and it was like, no, in reality I was crying because he was being such a good brother. And like when I watched Incredibles, and every time Dash would worry about Violet or vice versa, I'd go, good siblings. Like, I love good siblings. When there's a story about siblings, like, yeah, sure, they fight, but they love each other in the end. It's just like, it's corny, but it's like, good. So yeah, it's the third time I said I was gonna leave.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll yell at the computer screen. I may like burst your eardrums and scare you all to death. It'll be great. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can start my homework now. Later, guys.